Hey YouTube, welcome back to Wilder Mountain. While we were on the road for 6 weeks, out in Utah and Arizona and all that, we've had a contractor up here at the house working on some excavation projects, mostly with our driveway. If you recall, we couldn't get our rig up the driveway and it was parked in storage for a couple months after we bought the house. And so he's been working while we were gone on widening things out, adding a new ditch, correcting some drainage problems. I've had him thinking about another project, and now that we're back home, we're about to get started on it, which is here at the end of our driveway. We've got this spot here on the side that serves as a turnaround. And he's actually cleaned it up a bunch. It had a lot more trees around it. It's all opened up now. But this is where like mail trucks, UPS truck, FedEx truck, they turn around here when they come out the driveway. And if we have people over at the house, this is where people park so that people can get in and out. But it only holds a few cars, and we've got this giant rig that when it's parked here takes up most of it. I've been wanting to have a more permanent spot to park the rig, and that's what we're working on down here. We brought in some fill material from where we dug up for a new pipe down the way and kind of raised up the end of this to get it sort of level. It's not quite there yet, but I've got a dump truck on the way right now full of bee stone to come fill this up, and what we're going to do is turn this into a parking pad on the back where we can pull more cars up, and we're going to park the rig right down here on the end. And we're gonna hardscape this with a nice gravel, and that's gonna be the permanent parking spot for the rig. We're calling it, Paige and I have been calling it the camp set, because it's like a campsite, but it's also a little bit of a set for us to shoot YouTube videos on products and things like that without us necessarily having to leave the house. And hopefully all the newbies that come to the channel later won't even know any difference. It'll look like we're out in the Ozark Forest. I've always wanted to kind of have like a little campsite set up at the house, and so we're working on it today. That's what this video is all about. My contractor's gonna be pissed because we had to have that dumped at the end of our driveway. He's got some equipment that can move that big ass stone you just saw, but it would have been a lot nicer to have it dumped on site, but he did not. Dump truck driver was like, man, I'm 78,000 pounds. I am not driving over that brand new culvert with the dirt that hasn't packed in yet. No thank you. Let's take a quick look at what happened today, because I didn't get really a chance to film it all. I was working and coordinating trucks of materials, but oh my god, this is so much bigger, like longer than I thought it was going to be. How far out this goes. What he's trying to do with this blue paint is lay out the wheelbase of the RV. This is where we're going to attempt to get it all the way down here at the end. And we put a bunch of, see this big stone right here? They call it B stone or B grade. So this B stone is down, it's like baseball size basically. He brought some dirt, some fill dirt in like I mentioned, and then we used this B stone to really get it up the rest of the way. And then what's gone on top of it is something called dirty base. That's what they call it. As opposed to commercial base, which is not dirty. It's just got a little bit more dirt in it than they can use on like highway projects, so it's cheaper, but it's called dirty base. This is dirty base. It's really nice, actually. That's going over the top. So this is going to be the kind of finished surface that's going to pack down as it rains. This is about, I don't know, half a truckload of fines, as they call it. It goes everywhere from half an inch all the way down to like sand consistency. Fines. We mixed a little bit of fines in here, but most of this is going to be actually used for hardscaping up here by the house. We want a spot to put up Henry's pool in the summer, and in the wintertime a spot to have an outdoor fire pit out here in front of the house by the big windows, and just make this like way more usable space. And so what we're going to do is pull this stone out and this stone, level everything up to the same grade, and then give it a nice flat base with that crushed stone that's over there. And then we may throw a little bit of gravel on top of it, just something that looks nice, really thin, like a single course of it. Just got so many projects that were like, we were trying to get them all teed up before we left, and then we left and we came back and everything's ready and we're just going. It's great. Hello YouTube. We didn't talk much yesterday, but work did get done. And the last thing I filmed was me going like, oh my god, the wood chipper's on fire. Which it was, it just got some stuck in there and it was smoking. I showed you the gravel was all spread out. I did get a quote from the electrician to install a 30 amp outlet at the, next to the turnout over there. And the current bid is $2,500 to install an outlet. So I'm gonna be seeking some other opinions on that. But today, our excavation expert is coming back and we're actually tackling this. This is gonna be cool. We're gonna get rid of all these weeds in front of the house and actually have a hangout area in front of these big windows. You all know about the snakes, but you don't know about the snake that we found in the house when we got home from our trip, do you? We have to fight the woods back a little bit. We need a 10-foot perimeter all the way around the house. No woods allowed. Yeah. Keep these snakes out of here. It was a little snake. It was in a glue trap.
It's still there.
Still in the glue trap. Mom, how's your breakfast? Henry's very particular about the gooiness of his eggs. Guess I did okay today because he didn't bitch at me.
You like some gooey?
Like some gooey. Scrim it in. The RV's new home. I didn't get to film all of it going down because, you know, I don't like to film tradespeople while they're working. They didn't ask for that. The RV is in its final resting place. In the camp set. I can maybe get it over another foot on this side if I come in a different angle. But see, the edge is always going to be soft, so I want to be really careful about that. But we do have some area to hang out in here if we wanted to. Although this is really cool. I mean, we can park now, if we want to have people over to the house, 6 or 8 cars right here. But over here, this is totally transformed. We ripped out a lot of stonework, which is kind of sad because it was nice stonework, but we kept all the stone. Totally level. He laser leveled it. And right now it slopes down to the lower terrace. This is like another terrace with patio down here. And Paige and I are going to come back with some of the stone and do a couple of stairs, maybe 3 stairs. But it's going to be great. And we just got back from the rock store and picked out some gravel, and so we've got a yard of a decorative gravel that's going to go over the top of this. That's going to be delivered Monday. And next weekend I'm going to start framing out and filling this hole from the old recessed hot tub, because the new hot tub is going to go above the deck. And I think I'm going to cut this pergola out because it's in the way and not very well built. Always got something going. When we're off the road, work on the house. When we're trying to work on the house, hit the road.
Here you go.
Oh, yes.
YouTube.
Why, hello there, YouTube. Henry said he wanted to make the biggest fort in the world. Change my lighting configuration. Ooh, that's moody. All right, are you going to take them all the way through, Henry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can see how this is all shaken out. Nice. Pretty cool, dude. Do you love your fort?
I wonder if it'll stay up all night.
We'll have to see. Yeah, this will be awesome. They're gonna have no trouble delivering this hot tub. We got the gravel, YouTube. It's exciting. after we leveled it all up and brought it to the same grade, about a 1 foot drop on this side here, leading into a drainage channel that had smaller stone in it, and that was always there. So what we're doing is basically, I'm taking some of this big stone to set the edge on these fines where it's not compacted to keep that from eroding down, but preserving, you know, the ability for water to run off into the existing drainage where there's a French drain, and we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Hey, wait, I'm gonna talk to the camera, so I need you to not come switch that around. Doesn't care. Paige thinks I'm ridiculous because I've been sitting out here all day. You alright?
Yeah.
But it's so cool to have a place outside that's like, you know, not a snake mess like it was out here before. I'm stoked. I ordered a solo stove. It's not here yet, but obviously I just ordered it today. You don't know that. I don't have to qualify anything for you guys. Yeah, this is so cool. I can't wait to keep adding more to the setup out here. I've got a bullet smoker that has just been sitting over by the shed since we moved in, so I'm probably gonna have to make a permanent home for that over here. But it's pretty dope. I love it. I see that. He's peeing. Let's try it. Say it real loud.
What?
Say trick or treat.
Oh, hello.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas and all that shit. We hope everybody had a great holiday. It is what is today? It's Boxing Day, the day after Christmas here on Wilder Mountain.
We're gonna go live,
Ooh, yeah.
right? We're gonna do a live stream.
Next weekend.
Q&A.
When is New Year's Day? All right, so we're going.
Double checking.
Paige is checking her watch, but I think we're going live on the 1st, on New Year's Day. It's Saturday.
It won't. Saturday. We're gonna go live. We're gonna answer your questions. We're gonna chit chat about things we want to talk about.
Yeah, bring your questions, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. We did a live stream once before. We scheduled it, and then we changed the schedule. It messed everybody up. We're really gonna be there. Look for that in your feed and go sign up for it. Yeah, that was like, we're trying to get caught up on all of this footage. See, what you just saw was filmed between like October and the 1st of November, right after we got back from the West, and before we went to Vanarchy. Vanarchy came afterward, but it was timely. We wanted to get you that Vanarchy stuff. We finished our deck project. We'll have a video coming up soon of putting in the new hot tub that we put in out there. We've just been working on Wilder Mountain and getting settled in for Christmas.
And we still have content from our trip. We have a couple of day in the life videos that we haven't
I totally forgot.
released to you guys yet. So.
Wow, all right, is everybody sick of us running around Utah yet? I don't know what's going to happen as far as our schedule for publishing. We don't have our next trip planned yet, but we're going to start planning soon. And we've just been settled in. We said holidays at home, and then we'll travel. Holidays are officially ended. That's why we're talking to you. That's coming up. Stay tuned. We'll figure it out. And we may take a little bit of time off. You may not see too much from us in January as we regroup and get things ready, but we'll see what happens.
Toodaloo.
See you Saturday.